Good evening, guys. It's Nuke Chilli-heads. We're back again, and it's another episode of the Guano's Fiery Foods and Sunday Reviews. And I think I got it right again. And if I have, it'll be 3 weeks in a row. Yay! Getting good at this. So, who have you got with us this week?
This week, we have Max Gaboriault.
Max Gaboriault.
Gaboriault.
That would be that guy there.
That would be that guy, right?
Hey, guys.
Hi, Max. Welcome.
It's Gaboriault, but
Gaboriault.
Oh, yeah, there's a
Gaboriault.
You just had to throw another name in for me to try and master.
Well, it's
It
French,
took me months to get that other guys.
Yeah.
French,
It's all
Italian,
good.
if they're romantic and easy.
And Max is the owner, creator, crafter of Ammo Box. Where are we? Right here.
Yeah.
Ammo
I'm
Box
that
Hotsauce. He's with us today, and we're going to go over the range of sauces that Max produces.
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
Luciano's popped himself out.
So we always kind of
Okay.
start out, Max. Can you tell us about how you got into making hot sauces and selling them?
Well, first off, I'm retired and from the army, and I used to a long time ago smoke meat for fun, and one day, due to diet restrictions, my wife went vegan, and so in supporting her demise, I moved into the veggie side. And that summer, I happened to be growing cayenne just by a fluke. And what happened is I went on Google, got a cayenne recipe, and made it. And I used to work building an hospital, and I brought it on site. The guys asked me to try it, and then they asked me if I had more. And my first batch was about 8 cups, so I think I sold like 6 of them. And then it's like construction workers, so the word spread it on site. So my wife went and got some more pepper, but the cayenne was extremely expensive at the time. I'm not growing, so she's like, she got me habaneros and things like that, and that's how napalm was born. So that's kind of the story for how napalm came about. That's my oldest sauce.
Okay.
And essentially the second sauce I've ever made. And from there, slowly but surely, I was selling it by the mason jar. And at some point, I was like, if you want to keep doing this, you kind of either like jump or, stop, So I took the jump, and I went and got all the stuff I needed to get started at the farmer's market. And the rest is, we're 5 years almost later. I think it's our 5th year. Wow. And I just love to create, might be my French side. I just, I'm nonstop. Every ingredient that's available fresh, because that's the big thing. My focus is flavor and fresh, as much as I can. I can get where I live. It's really, I used to grow, but the return growing season and whatnot, I'm not skilled enough to produce myself, like to have a decent return. So I have to order, but I did give it a try for about 2-3 years. Some years infestation, some years you don't know what you're doing. So now I solely focus on creating. Mm-hmm. And so tear gas is my latest and greatest. That you have the white sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's such an interesting color.
Horseradishes.
Yeah,
Horseradish
that one has a interesting story. I was just sitting at the kitchen table, and
We've got a guest we're going to bring in for you guys.
yeah.
I'm not sure the whole details behind it, but I think you might have a couple of these sauces available with them.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for the late entry.
Hey,
I'm
dude.
sure he definitely has.
Yay!
I got Sniper and Backblast.
Sniper and
We got Sniper there and Backblast.
The one without the label.
awesome.
Yeah, who's got
Backblast, no label. That's the
Nice.
secret.
So
Tell
just
us
for,
about tear gas.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
You were telling us about tear gas.
Yes. So tear gas. I was just sitting at the kitchen table, and it's like something popped in my head, and I'm like, "Oh!" My wife's like, "What?" I got an idea. So I wrote it down, and at the time it was just ingredients, and I got some kind of my own crazy method of creating, and so I made a small batch on Canada Day in July, but this July, I mean, and I sent it to Clay Steers down in the States, and he's like, "Dude, this is unreal! Like, it's awesome!" Like, okay, man, you're the first person in the world to try it beside me, so.
All right.
And so I went on a limb, and I tried that one, and it's awesome. Like, I just had it on pulled pork on Friday for my birthday. I served Pioneer as well with my pulled pork, which we'll talk about it later. But just fantastic sauces, and again, tear gas. Everything in it is pure. Like, it's raw garlic. The only thing that isn't is the horseradish, because I just don't have access to fresh horseradish. But that's definitely down the pipeline. Ooh, nice, Ryder. And so,
Tried it.
yeah, he was showing off his spoon.
Oh.
Don't taint your sauce, bro.
Yeah, we love those.
So
I just drink off the bottle.
I guess we should.
I'll do that later.
Well, Max has been asking me for ages, and I've been really looking forward to these. But I do want to remind people, if you do want to order from Max, the best way to do it is through his Facebook page, Ammo Box
Instagram.
Hotsauce. And he's very small batch, so if you're looking for quick, if he's got stock, he can help you. If not, there's a bit of a wait, but it'll be well worth waiting for. Because I'm looking at all the colors of these, and I've heard, Greg and Heiko have even told me about your Backblast and your Sniper. I mean, we'll definitely get to those, but I figure we'll start.
Somebody commented that Heiko does not stock my sauces, but we do good business together. So if somebody that deals with Heiko can, if people are in Europe or things like that and they want it, they can get it through Heiko. I'll just send them to Heiko, and Heiko will take care of, because he's all set up for the European market, whereas I'm not. So
I've got to say,
I do ship to the US, but it's not cheap. So depending on the size of the order, I will free shipping if it's a decent size order, obviously. Yeah.
Within Canada, I had my order within a week. Like, it was like 4 or 5 days I had my order within Canada. So if you're in Canada, grab some.
So
Alex is going to start it off.
we're going to start off, I think, with this camo. Wait, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm terrible.
So camo is my wife's idea. She asked me to create a green sauce. So that's what I came up with.
So this has
We're going from mild to wild.
peppers, yellow onion,
Yes.
lime, garlic, salt, apple cider vinegar, water, citric acid. So lots of green peppers, I guess.
Yes, roasted jalapenos and fresh poblanos.
Smells really nice. I can smell the poblano.
Oh man, and I love poblanos. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
do.
it's a traditional Mexican.
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, my kids are going to take that.
This is nice.
Oh, that's a little bit of the reason. Remember the cayenne sauce? I created that sauce to replace the cayenne
Oh,
sauce.
yes. Look at this chunkiness. Nice.
Yeah, I like my sauces thicker.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
It's very fresh.
I bet you the
It tastes
girls.
green. It does. It
Yeah,
does like
but
that, very fresh tasting. Just a nice little zing. It's definitely mild. So this was your
That's
your
the
wife's idea?
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Uh,
She asked me for creating a green sauce, and I slapped stuff together, and I created traditional Mexican. I had like no clue that's what I did, but we have people at the farmers market who are Mexican, and I was using their tortillas,
Mhm.
and the grandmother tried it, and she's like, "That's my sauce."
It is. It's very. It does taste like something that I could get like a green sauce in a Mexican restaurant, like a house-made green sauce. It's
Mhm.
really fresh. It'd be really good on eggs, on tacos.
Coming from a native Californian.
Oh yeah, I definitely know from Mexican food.
No, that's a great one. I mean,
This is really good. I think the kids are gonna love this one.
yeah, it's got a perfect little tingle.
Nice.
It's not too hot.
Yeah, it's a nice like beginner sauce. You know, it's got a little
Yeah.
heat to it, but it's definitely not gonna blow your face off, and I like that.
Well, it's also safe for the kids. You know, through the market, I get a lot of kids coming through, and you know, they still want to be part of the game. And
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. So
Well, me,
now he's gonna go for the
you know, I'm gonna go for sniper.
yeah. So
don't do that. You're gonna ruin your palate for the other sauces.
see, he's right. This is how
it's true, but I don't.
I'll
know.
do
he
sniper.
doesn't care about his palate.
My palate
Yeah,
was lost. My palate was
I
lost.
can do sniper.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I have a nice
She
sensitive palate.
she does the easy ones, and I like, you know, these are the ones that I've been looking forward to.
Then start at Spec Ups. If you're gonna start that with the supers,
Oh, I
start
see.
with Spec Up.
Start with
Now,
strike off. Okay.
Yeah, that special ops, guys, is really nice lemon forward flavor to it. I'm not a big tea drinker, but the first time when I tried that special ops, I thought, man, Chilli-heads are going to be pouring this by the gallon in tea because it's such a good lemon flavor. I ate mine on pizza and it worked. It was fine. But in tea, I took a bottle to a friend's house yesterday, and the bottle did not survive the experience. It stayed at the friend's house because she drinks a lot of tea, and all her friends drink a lot of tea.
Wow.
And they tried it, and they were just all over that special ops. So get on it if you like tea.
Yeah, I
Decent
can
little
see
bite of heat to it.
so.
Good sauce.
And I can smell the cilantro in there too.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that sauce is raw.
I'm not gonna try it right now, I think, because I want to keep
She's
my
going to keep her palate.
So that sauce is a traditional Caribbean pepper sauce that I toned down a little bit.
It's so delicious.
It's good sauce.
It will spoil your.
yeah,
the-
I'm
the
gonna
other
wait.
ones.
I'll wait. I'll try it in a few
But
minutes.
you know,
That's ghost pepper.
yeah, I would definitely say, you know, this is mid-range. It would be like in the high range but the Caribbean influence I've got totally.
That's all that cilantro.
It is, and I mean,
It is the only thing it's a traditional Caribbean pepper sauce I found and replicated. The only thing I changed to it is I took the scorpion out of it, so it was a little bit more accessible.
I love the smell of it. I mean, I do really want to try this.
oh, she will.
I will. Give me a
Because I live in the ocean, so what 2 summers ago I sold a whole case to an oyster producer that for their customer they would shock it on the beach and put a dab and serve it as an experience.
nice.
that?
See, it's funny because I finally, after many years of living on the coast, decided that I don't actually like oysters. I just like all of the hot sauce that they put on the oysters. So I just skip the oysters now.
I really do like the taste of this Spec Ops. And I can see why Heathen was saying put it in tea. Oh man, it makes
I wouldn't personally. It's not my cup of tea. But awesome, Eden, man. That's the first. I will suggest that to my customers from now on.
I'm serious because everybody that touched that special ops was like, I got to put this in tea.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because tea, I feel like a warm liquid, like a soup or a tea, really enhances the heat. So that's probably a blast your face off tea. For sure.
Well, what makes it successful for that one is that all the ingredients are raw. So you get it, but the heat would just enhance to bring those flavors out, from the tea. Yeah.
God, I'm still enjoying the Spec Ops.
So this is next. I've got the Hellhound. We're gonna go down.
Okay, Hellhound. I make only once a year. Oh, I forgot to put the batch number on that one. Yeah, I know details, huh? And so that one is made with Okanagan Freestone peaches, and as you already figured out, I use fresh peaches, and so I only make that sauce once a year.
Wow. Yeah, pepper, peaches, garlic, red onion, apple cider vinegar, lime, salt.
Yeah. The pepper is just it's habanero. There was a misprint on that one.
Yeah. In case y'all don't know, the Okanagan, that's like the Nile Delta for Canada. That is where if you want fruits and really good produce, it comes out of the Okanagan. For anybody who's not familiar, that's where you go to get the good stuff.
For
so interesting.
For that,
that's delicious.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is amazingly delicious.
It's so interesting because it's the peach is like the second thing I taste. It's like
What's the first thing you taste?
the first thing I taste is citrus. It goes citrus.
Yeah, the lime.
Lime, probably.
Yeah,
And then
I use the whole lime.
So interesting. I really like it. And then the heat comes through, but it's not too hot. Just a nice...
No, but it's meant to be a nice, sweet heat, really good on ice cream, on pizza. I love it on barbecue chicken pizza.
Very well balanced between the sweet and the heat.
Thank you.
That.
Yeah, the color is beautiful. I got to say that too. The color and pour has been
it's gorgeous.
Outstanding on movies.
Yummy.
This is so good. I'm going to have another spoon.
He's going to have a spoonful.
I know. Look at the color on that.
What's Heathen got there?
What you got there, Ethan?
The Sniper.
Okay.
So is that the next one you're going to try?
For Jeff, that would be the progression.
Yeah.
Yep, Sniper.
These are
So
the ones
Sniper next.
The nice little.
All right, Sniper.
So Sniper, this would be for me the moving up into the hot one. So
Yep, and Heathen's going to go with it.
I'm going with Sniper.
So while he's doing the pour, to answer the question for Alex Beam there, no, I am not full-time. As I said, I'm retired, but, I'm retired because I have brain damage. And so I try to be as consistent as I can for my customers and whatnot. But, I will let the person know if I'm not well, that might be an extra few days. But I try to be very prompt on, and that's the Army side out of me, to be on time. So I try to process all the orders as quickly as possible.
Ooh, whoa, this has chocolate in it? Oh,
So
chocolate.
Sniper's got pepper, Carolina Reaper, chocolate bootla, red onion, carrots, garlic, salt, apple cider vinegar, water, and citric acid.
Mm.
So
Smells
essentially, so for you, Alex, you can take napalm.
Yeah,
If you wanted to try napalm,
Uh-huh.
it is the same flavor, but
But
with a
hot.
different. But you get the medium, and he gets the extra hot.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try the napalm now.
So what I
For me-
did is that I was requested a hot, much hotter sauce. So I took napalm and I added reapers to it. Ooh, and chocolate boutla.
it smells amazing.
Yeah, it's got a really nice pepper smell to it.
Yeah, and it's-
I
normally
get
this-
the chocolate bootla
Oh.
flavor out of it. That's what hits me the most is I'm really tasting the chocolate bootla coming through, and the garlic, traditional kind of red sauce taste to it, but I'm getting the chocolate bootla.
Yeah.
For me, it's a medium heat sauce, but my tolerance is pretty high right now. I've been doing some pretty crazy training, so my tolerance is the highest it's ever been right now. But for me, it's a medium. I get a nice burn around the lips and in the mouth. Not much, just a little bit in the throat, but I just did one little swallow. But it's a nice, really nice sauce. If you like a red sauce, it's got some kick. This is it. A normie, this would probably ruin a normie's day, though.
Yeah, I'd say so. But it's got, like I said, it's amazing pour, beautiful color.
Yeah, nice thick
Beautiful
consistency.
And the flavor is what hits me straight away from it again. And I do like those sauces that the flavor just hits you and then the heat comes after that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try the napalm because
She's going to try the napalm because the napalm is that, surprisingly, normally when you smell a Carolina Reaper sauce.
I kind of went.
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of Reaper in the smell of it. I got the
don't get a lot
chocolate
of
bootla.
Reaper in the smell, so it's hidden well. I'm getting it in the taste and the heat, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the thing you have to understand about that sauce for you, Jeff, you have 7 different peppers blended together.
Really good.
So there's a lot going on in balancing all those flavors.
Okay. Take a look at this.
balance just
That's
fine
well
for me.
done. It's well done, man, because that tastes amazing.
Yeah. I like that
I'm
sauce.
tempted to try this one. Just
Yeah, the napalm is like our go-to sauce in the house.
It smells really good, the sniper, but I'm gonna skip it for now because this napalm.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just the heat's gonna, develop very differently, obviously.
I like the. I really like the flavor on this. Actually, so I think I think that more heat on this would be overboard for me personally. So, I think if you're a medium chili head like me, the napalm would be good.
And then if you're like me and Heathen, you'd go for the sniper, which is the same sauce. I do like your little chili peppers on the front for heat.
Yes, the little.
I think
Yeah.
your heat rate, and I
Well,
like
those are my old labels. If you look at the peach sauce, I think it's my new labels. I'm just like going through it says peach habanero, I believe, on it. So those are the new labels that also gives you a profile idea.
There's
I
the
like that. Yeah. The tear gas has that too.
Yeah, those are brand new labels.
there's the ingredients on the sauce bottle right there. If you can read them all, y'all folks.
Ah,
Those are yours.
we already did the napalm, so I've still got the tear gas and the Pioneer to do.
Okay, so
oh, wait, we
for
don't.
I got back
if you want to,
He's gonna do that one.
Well, we'll do that.
Whenever you're ready for the big guy to come out, here it is.
I think I'm gonna try this tear gas.
okay, tear gas. The big thing about tear gas, besides the flavor, is that one I play on your senses. So I use 3 types of heat.
So I see horseradish, ginger, habanero, and onion.
And it's all raw.
Nice.
So you're gonna get the nasal. Yeah,
So
yeah,
this
exactly.
is gonna go to Bloody Mary. Mama might have one right after the show
I'm gonna cheat.
because this is like this smells. Oh, so
Easy,
good.
Ethan. Easy, man.
It's funny, every time Alex finds a sauce that she likes the smell of, she's going to work it into a drink. You know, she's a professional.
But actually, most people so far have made Caesars, or they had it straight up, or with food.
Oh, the smell of it.
This is real. That is so different and good. Definitely tasting that horseradish.
That's a good one.
So I was talking to Vic Klinko about it, and he informed me that he only has 3 other sauces in his collection that are white. So there's a bottle on his way for him.
That tastes
to
great.
be number 4 in his collection.
It's really good.
Don't be switching that out with ranch on your friends there, buddy Jeff.
No.
Way
That's
better than
something
ranch.
I would do.
Well,
Honestly, it doesn't have. It definitely has
such
a
a good
different
taste.
kind of heat. It doesn't have that. It's got the horseradish heat, I think, mainly, which I just kind of more in the front of the mouth, you know. So
Well, the way I went about it, like everybody's going to be different, but in theory, then the horseradish will hit you with nasal, which is going to give you the tears. Then you have the fresh ginger that's going to attack your throat. And then the habanero sticks more and lingers more around the mouth and back of the throat, you know? So you get the full head experience kind of deal. The original idea, but I'm sorry?
I said I'm definitely getting a little bit of the sinus.
The horseradish sinus.
I definitely I can feel that there.
Yeah,
But you
I
can
like
only
this one.
get that effect on a spoon. If you put it with food, you won't get that effect. You're just going to get the flavor and the heat.
Yep.
See, now I gotta do it that way because I've been having it.
Wow, I really like it plain by itself, though.
And then it'd probably be different in the drink.
Hold the bottle up. This one?
Yeah, because I can taste the citrus and the apple cider vinegar.
Ooh.
They work well
And
together.
then it hits you in the back of the
Then it
throat
hits you in the back
afterwards.
of the throat.
Nice. That is a play on the senses.
There's no citrus in that one, Jeff.
There isn't.
Yes. I seen Stu. Stu, you need to get the back glass, Stu. This is the one you want, Stu. I'm telling you.
I have a dozen.
He might have one coming.
And then it lingers afterwards, too. I like it.
Oh, yeah. It's a lingerer on the tear gas. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Tear gas. I got it. Took me a second.
Oh, no, look, this one's almost. Spec Ops is almost gone.
All right, so we have.
I
2
think
more
for
things.
Jeff, he has Bag Blast.
All right, Jeff.
Time for the bag. What is it? Back blast?
The unlabeled.
Yeah, that is so. A quick story on Bag Blast, because I do. Sorry, I lost the word in my head. Aiko asked me to after he tried my Sniper Triple X, which was just a hotter version I made for a local. Do you have it?
No, we have the sniper.
Okay, so the Triple X, as I added to it about 0.1 mil of lethal injection from California Blazing Chili Farm to it. It's a 6 million Scoville unit extract, and they loved it so much that they asked me to develop a hotter version. So what I did is I doubled the Reaper, doubled the Bootlaw from the Sniper, and then I doubled the extract. So there's 0.2 mils in my batch, and it's a half-gallon batch, just to give people a ratio. I don't make big batches, so especially not at that. So that's what you're gonna get straight up. You know,
Same
I
kind of
have not
flavor,
tried.
yeah. Same kind of flavor as the Sniper, same flavor profile.
Yeah,
Classic red sauce. If you like a red sauce, you'll like the flavor on this. I get the citrus. I get the garlic. On this back blast, it's a step hotter than the regular Sniper for sure. A little bit more of a throat and mouth burn. I get the same flavor profile of the peppers. I still get the chocolate bootlet more than a Reaper flavor in it, but the heat is measurably more than the regular Sniper. I did
definitely.
Yeah, I did agree. Yeah, I did the special ops, the Sniper, and the back blast. The special ops, that is one that you could have in a regular household, and use it accordingly depending on who the host is going to be. But in Sniper, you're a regular, somebody whose tolerance is a regular Chilli-head, not somebody who's an absolute idiot. That's gonna be a good sauce, the Sniper.
nice.
If you're a maniac, then you're gonna grab a bottle of this and grab a bottle of tincture and just go to work. And well, here
But
we
the
are.
big thing about that bottle, that batch is that it's a private batch. So there's only like I made a total of 22 bottles, and that's going to be most likely it.
Oh,
This is
Stew.
this is good.
Yeah, it's got a nice kick to it.
It's got a damn good kick to it. My tongue is lit up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my tolerance is nowhere near like a guy like Atomic Menace or anybody like that. But it is the highest it's ever been for me. And this is a nice sauce. It doesn't overpower me, but I feel it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes total sense. I get you completely. Like I said, my mouth's on fire, but I mean, it's handled good. But
Yeah, I mean, I just took a couple good knocks right out of the bottle, and I can feel it in my nasal passages, going into my throat, my mouth. My mouth's got a nice solid burn. It's a good sauce. If you want to up your game, grab one of these bottles. It sure as heck isn't going to set you back. Put it that way. It's going to light you up a little bit, depending where you're at. I can only speak for me, and for me, I can comfortably handle this sauce, but I know it's there. If that means, you know what I mean. For a normie, no.
well,
No,
I'm gonna try this.
Keep this bottle away from the normies, though.
Ooh, Pioneer. That's my personal favorite.
All right, guys, I got to check out. I'm on the clock, and I got work to get done. But I really appreciate you allowing me to come on and sample these couple sauces for Max. And good job, Max. You're doing good work, brother.
Thanks for being
Thanks,
here.
man.
Okay, love y'all. Stu, I got you, brother.
I'm gonna try this Pioneer. This one looks amazing. Blueberries, juniper berry, red onion, habanero. Yummy. Oh, a little balsamic vinegar in there.
He said it's his favorite.
So it's a very beautiful color. It doesn't really come through.
So that sauce I designed, I released it for Christmas a couple of years ago.
Interesting.
And I designed for the fisherman and the hunter. You know, they're usually forgotten in the food world, you know, and so I wanted some, because where I live, you know, we're in like the capital of salmon fishing and all that. So it goes really well with salmon, elk, deer, moose, bear, you know,
it's a lot
anything
more
like
than I expected. I like
it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can really taste that juniper in there. Adds such an interesting layer of flavor. It gives me that Christmassy taste for sure. I'm like, ooh, Tastes like Christmas.
I know, it's
And a
hard.
little bit like gin.
Look at that. I mean, the color is
But
it's amazing.
You can definitely smell the juniper, and it's not too sweet. A lot of the blueberry sauces will be really sweet.
It
but
is
this
the only sauce I make that has sugar, but I tried to make it without, and it just doesn't work. And so I just put the bare minimum required for the flavor. But
I like it.
The glaze is amazing. Look at it.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful
That
sauce
juniper.
to look at too.
I really do think.
yeah,
that the
it's been
juniper
used
makes
from
it pop.
salad dressing to ice cream, and it's really
Uh-huh.
good on ice cream. I can attest it myself.
Mhm.
But not just any ice cream. You go with the creamery style vanilla, old fashioned good ice cream. Yes, don't worry, Jeff. Johnny was chugging it on his channel. He couldn't stop drinking it. So
I see why. God, it's so good.
So now I've tried the
but my peach sauce has 0 sugar in it. It's all peach, no added
This one
nothing.
it does have a sweetness to it. I like this one still with the peaches and the lime. Peaches and lime. What an interesting combination. It tastes so good.
And I use the whole lime, zest, pulp, everything, all of it.
Yes.
It's not just juices or from concentrate. It's a literal lime that I just blast.
I mean, you can smell the lime in the bottle. It's very, very limey. So I'm gonna try some of these super hots now that I've now that I don't have to worry about my palate because it will destroy it.
Oh no, I mean, even for me, I can still get the taste.
So I just want to try.
So, Jeff, about the bag blast, you kind of went quiet on it after that one. How was it for you?
I really like the taste of it. It's exactly like you said. It's you doubled it up, and I felt it instantly, but I can't smell it, and that's what you hide the reapers really well.
I was the only thing I tried to hide was the extract.
You did a good job of doing that, because normally, extract sauces, they have that taste. It's almost like a coppery style taste that you have, and that's the part that's really hard. Who is it? Jeff Davis. He made one. Rosy Red Rectum, another Canadian, and it reminds me of that. Just as potent, just as strong, with a great taste, with a superb heat. I mean, it's got everything. It's got the mouth, the lip, the throat, but the flavor comes through most of all. I'm going to have another one just while we're talking.
That's so interesting. So tasting this sniper in comparison to the napalm, it is interesting because it is exactly the same base profile.
Yeah.
But then it's so weird. You can taste the reapers and the chocolate bootleg.
Yeah, but you couldn't smell them.
But you can't smell them. They smell exactly the same. I swear.
I know. That's the thing. And normally when you have a Reaper sauce, the smell of the Reaper overpowers everything.
It's actually quite good. I didn't put too much on my cheese.
Well, my super hots are from California, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, I get them at California Blazing Chili Farm.
Did you try the sniper? Okay.
So yeah, I like this sniper.
So that's just a hotter version of that.
All right. So now I'm gonna try this one.
Look, guys.
Remember the name of backlight?
Can you guys see this?
Yes. What am I?
That's the extract.
Oh. Wow.
So it's called a lethal injection, 6 million Scoville unit. A few YouTubers reviewed the extract straight up as well.
That's crazy.
Apparently, it was very coppery for the few I've watched. So that's why I put extra care to, really try to hide it in the sauce.
I'm a weenie, and I'm just going to do it.
That'll be planned. It will burn.
In fact, I always do this. I like fold it inside the cheese. So.
Yeah. So it's at least the cheese will mask some of it, but you'll get at least a good heat out of it.
I do sniper, but I won't go past that.
You see, it's making my nose run, and that's what I like about it. But the taste is.
It's still got a good taste, though. It is.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot, but it's got a great taste, and that's what matters, is getting that taste. Because even with, and you've hidden the extract very well, Max.
Yeah,
very
I don't
well.
taste that coppery extract taste.
And I mean,
To be honest, I didn't try really hard. So what my belief is on how I achieved to do it, okay, has nothing to do with me really. It's all about the ingredients and the freshness of them. And I believe by using the fresh flavors, it just helps mingle all of those together better. Hence how it's hiding better. Like obviously we can always get technical in talking about ratios and things like that. But I mean, what I like to do is to play with flavors and trying to mingle them together and create new stuff.
I like that.
You're doing a great job of it. I've got to tell you that.
I especially like.
Thank you.
Alex likes this. The first.
So I'm
one.
trying I'm doing the camo again. It's a really nice. It's delicious.
When she says she's doing the camo, she's got a pyramid of camo on.
The Aztec pyramid of.
No, this one is. Probably gonna put this one on salad.
Everything.
On chicken. In a soup.
Avocado.
Oh, whatever your heart contents.
Avocado.
I really like this one a lot. It is.
Poblano goes really well with avocado.
Oh, I love poblano so much. So, and this one has a lot of. I mean, it's really heavy in the poblano. I can really taste that poblano like in the aftertaste, and I really like that. I also, this one, it's the most interesting of the day, I think. So
yeah, that's the new one. There's like I mentioned earlier, I talked to Vic Klinko about it. Do you guys know Vic?
Yeah, Vic's he's got one heck of a collection.
Yeah, well, that's why I reached out to him. You know, I like to use history a lot, you know, so a while back I was talking with Aiko about White Lightning hot sauce, and they kept going back to the chocolate. And I said, no, there is a sauce called White Lightning. And Vic confirmed that, yeah, there was. It was by Pex Pepper, and which isn't made anymore. It could be another company, but anyhow, it's not made anymore. So my sauce would be coming as number 4 in his collection for white sauces.
Nice.
So I don't know much about the other sauces, but you know, I always wanted to do a white sauce. So ta-da!
Yeah, you did great. And you mentioned Clay earlier. Clay Stairs. He's got another amazing collection of hot sauces.
Yeah, I'm also in his collection.
Super knowledgeable guy when it comes to those. And I mean, yeah, I look at the amount of hot sauces I've got, and it's nothing compared to what those guys have and the knowledge.
Which is ridiculous because he has a ridiculous.
I do have a ridiculous amount of hot sauce. But, yeah. But like I don't. Say, we use that. You know, looking at your ones on presentation, they look fantastic. Even though you said you've changed the label a little bit, I love the labels. I love the simplicity of it. I love how you have everything right on front. The colors. Great, from white to almost purple. Yellow.
Yeah, it's orange. A deep purple.
Yeah, this is a very beautiful
You
color.
have a beautiful range of colors and selection. and I've got to say, even the taste, they're all other than your main hot ones, even with a bit of green in there too. And this backblast, this is damn good.
That is really good.
So I don't know if I mentioned already because I have memory issue. So bear with me on that one. Aiko had asked me for a training sauce, like Ethan kind of mentioned earlier, quickly, that if you want to up your tolerance and whatnot. And that was exactly what Iko requested from me, because he did. Iko and I go way back a little bit, so he had tried Sniper and my Triple X, which is think of Bag Blast, but half of the heat of Bag Blast. So he's like, "Can you turn up the heat?" For sure I can. Like I said, I could always drop the whole thing, but we both know it's not gonna taste good, and it's not. If you want to train, you want to be able to take it again and again and again. So it has to taste good. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic.
It does taste good. I mean,
I know these are my favorites.
it's interesting because it is your red hot sauce, but like
but like napalm, you can. It's excellent on wings. It's a Cajun cooking, Caesars, Bloody Marys.
Yeah, I like this napalm a lot. I think it's a very good base sauce for sure. Like for just
funny story on napalm if you guys have the time.
Of course.
When I started, as I mentioned, it's my oldest sauce as of now. And back in the day, I think they're still in business, but it's just not available where I am. What is it? The one with the skull. Oh, Dave's. No, not Dave's Insanity sauce. With the Megadeth and all that.
Yeah, I remember. I know the one you're talking about.
Blair's hot sauce.
Blair's
Yes.
sauce.
So, because I was always a big fan before I started to do my own, because they were, according to the label, all natural. So for me, that's a big selling point, So I just look at the ingredients on the label, and most of what you have in napalm was on that label.
Huh.
But it did not turn out like his, obviously, because I didn't add a whole bunch of other stuff. But that's the inspiration behind napalm. So that was Blair's hot. I can't say now which one it was, but that's how the Pioneer was inspired by Bravado Blueberry Ghost sauce. That really inspired me. So I made my own with that. I create sauces for businesses as well. So I created a German hot sauce, which we both know Germany and hot sauce don't mix together. So that one is for the local deli. It's what I did is I went in history for a spicy sauce that's German, and I can't pronounce it, obviously, in French and whatnot. So I'll give it a shot. It's called a Ziegenauer sauce. Okay, it's the gypsy sauce, and so it's traditionally served on schnitzel. And so I took that recipe that I found online and then gave it my own twist, and it's made with ghost pepper, but with all fresh ingredients, like grandma would have been cooking it all day. I designed another one that's a Colombian sauce for the restaurant. I use their kitchen to make my sauces. So I designed them a house sauce that's Colombian inspired. Then I support my own as well. So we have in Victoria in BC, it's called Black Ops Brewery, and veteran company as well. And I designed for them a apple bourbon habanero sauce.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
It is actually really killer. I did a previous horseradish sauce for a business. That's what kind of gave me the idea for the white sauce. For a butcher in Campbell River, I designed a horseradish with tomato paste. Think of shrimp sauce.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
spicier.
Nice.
You know, kind of profile. You know, and it was for their to sell to their customer on chicken wings. So the customer just buy the wings already marinated in the sauce, and they just bring it home and cook it. So that was also another sauce I created for business. Like I like to create. So when people ask me for ideas, you know, I say, you know, give me a country, a flavor you want to start with. And I always say there's no ingredients off the table as long as obviously it goes in a hot sauce. You know, obviously I did see butter and things like that, which, you know, is stuff that I'm not comfortable dealing with. But I try to stick to simple and fresh as much as possible. That's pretty much my philosophy. I can't process a lot of things, so everything has to be simple. Like if I'm right, the tear gas, I have about 5 to 7 ingredients total, and most of my sauces all repeat themselves in ingredients. I use apple cider vinegar, garlic, and onion in almost all my sauces. So I use processes for me to remember. So all my sauces are fairly using the same method for ratios and things like that as a base. And then from that, then I play with flavors and produce and, you know, history, and try to be, you know, my Caribbean sauce is an actual Caribbean sauce. I didn't come up with it, you know, I got it from a Caribbean chef, and then I put my own spin on it. You know, like it's just little things like that. Are you okay, Alex?
I was suppressing a sneeze.
It's the horseradish.
It does that. So, somebody's. Hey, Lucy.
I do love how you've turned all of these.
I think, Tony, are you trying to talk? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I had my mic on mute. What he was explaining there earlier on is basically all producers, they might not notice it, but they leave a little signature behind in their sauces. And they all have these little... You can sort of tell roughly where each sauce comes from, because there's like little... They leave it's like a fingerprint. And that's basically what he was on about. All these sauces come with that little fingerprint of basic ingredients that goes into most.
Yeah, but actually, I have a sauce that's been published locally. I can always take a picture and send it to you guys later. I designed a blackberry sauce.
Oh, man.
And what I had in mind when I created that one was cost for people to make it. And where I live, blackberry, well, you can get like 10, 20 pounds in a couple of days when it's in season, and you just go stop on the side of the road and start collecting, you know what I mean? So, you know, so I when I designed that one, I was thinking for the common person at home that might not be able to afford to buy hot sauce, that, you know, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, and a ton of blackberry would spend about $3, $4 for a small pack for about like 8 habaneros, you know. So I designed it that they get almost a gallon for, you know, if you pick by yourself for $3, $4, $5, you get a gallon of sauce, you know what I mean? That's one thing because a lot of times through the farmer's market, you know, you have parents that they bought all their stuff and then they try the sauce and they're like, oh, this is awesome. But now they're broke, you know, because they spent on everything else. So, you know, I give sauce all the time. Like if I see somebody struggling or things like that, that's why I designed that blackberry sauce. So it was available for people that, you know, can't necessarily spend $10, $15 on a bottle of hot sauce. No, I try to keep my costs as low as possible. You know, I could charge more, but I'm not in this for money. You know, I don't need it. I'm retired, so you know, I try just roll everything and give back as much as I can, in my own way.
Well, you're doing a great job of it, because if you're gonna, the only thing that I could say is, if you're gonna think about doing another sauce, do one Indian based. I would like to see one.
I have one.
You do?
I have one that in October. I have a pumpkin curry masala with habanero.
Goodness, I've got to try that. Yeah, see, now we're talking.
Yeah, I use a local pumpkin that's grown. Friends of ours have a pumpkin farm, and I'll give you a little scoop on the type of pumpkin. It's called the winter luxury pumpkin.
Winter luxury.
That's what the breed or whatever you want to call it. I forgot the word, but a species of pumpkin. And again, that sauce is also a very simple sauce. I roast the pumpkin and then I just throw everything in a pot, so it's edible. That's why I roast it first, so it's edible. Throw everything in a pot, blend it, and bottle it. That one is probably going to... sorry, Lucy?
I've never liked anything with pumpkin in before until I tasted Heiko's Pumpkin Pyro.
Yeah.
Heiko's Pumpkin Pyro changed my opinion. Pumpkin can taste good.
Pumpkin can
Yeah, well, it actually, funny story, Heiko helped me with the use of my curry and my masala into my pumpkin sauce. That was about 2 years ago. And hey man, I've never worked with spices before, because like I mentioned earlier, I do fresh. So how do I use this? What ratio should I go with, to try to balance things out? And he told me, try this, and actually hit it on a home run the first try. Nice. And so I had made about 24 bottles last year, I believe, or 2 years ago. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And I brought it to the farm. I donated all 24 bottles, and they put their whatever label they wanted on it, because I designed it for their farm, but they just don't want it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll keep the recipe. But it's all 24 bottles sold in less than 12 hours.
Wow, yeah.
And I've heard it all the way back to the market. Hey man, are you gonna make that again? And things like that. So, but yeah, it is coming, and I can always make a hotter version as well, maybe with some ghost pepper, or we can make maybe a special October, nuke sauce. You guys tell me. And
I do know we do have a spooktacular coming up, but I don't know what the final, all the things that are happening in it. But we do.
Oh, me neither. So, but I'm just throwing it out there, that I could make like a small run for a nuke for Halloween using pumpkin, and go from there. You guys throw me the ingredients, I'll come up with the recipe, and we'll start with pumpkin and go from there, and we can just go crazy.
That sounds great.
So. Definitely, that'll be something that Tony will have to bring up. We'll see what's. I don't know. Was there a competition for making or some sauce? We've got stuff on the back burner that I don't know what's. It's all in planning stage.
I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I love to create. I get bored. I'm retired, so I've slapped things together on one evening and see how it works out and things like that.
See that guy there? I'll have a chat with the guy who's right. Well, see him. Right. He's the best person to have a little chat about.
Actually, Alex and I go back and forth quite a bit from time to time. So good fella, we get along just fine.
He knows pretty much everything that's going on with the Spooktacular.
Oh, I just got a quick idea if you guys want to go that way. Carter at California Blazing sent me this. I've never used it yet. If you guys know Jeremy Bell, he did a review on it. It's Lethal Sriracha. It's a 6 million Scoville unit Sriracha extract. But I don't know if it's an extract or not, but it comes in the same form as my extract. That can be an ingredient to play with. Just saying. So, again, I'm just throwing it out there. Because I will tell you, I will not try it. I will make it, but I will not try it. I have not tried back blast for one drop.
I remember you telling me that about the back blast. You're like, I'll make it.
Oh yeah, no, that's like, I can't. I just can't. Sniper is my limit, you know, and even having back blast on my finger, you know, from cooking and whatnot, I go wash my hands like crazy because, but for the guys, we all been there that, you know, you eat wings or whatever and you think your hands are clean and you go to the bathroom and discover that not so much.
Not at all. You need to wash them a lot.
I did speck up in my eyes, you know, from eating wings, and rub my eyes with ghost pepper. That was beautiful, you know, and add the lemon and all that. I couldn't even open my eye. Like it was burning.
It stings so much.
Oh yeah.
I hate that feeling in the eyeball where you can't even open
you made me touch my eye.
Yeah, because when you open
Talking about this, I'm like, let me touch my eye.
I did that with Irina's stuff. Oh man, that tiny drag, the Triple X. I got it on my hand, and I thought I washed my hand properly, only I didn't. And I just casually rubbed my eye, and then the burn started to happen. It was so bad.
Adventures, man. I stopped doing it because I got tired of it, but I used to see the jalapenos in the camo sauce to really try to keep the heat down. So and I'm French. I don't cook with gloves and things like that, you know. So seething with bare hands and having my hands burning for 3 days after and things like that. So after a while, I'm like, you know what? They're just gonna take it. I just threw all the peppers as it, you know.
Get right into your hand, cuticles. Well, this has been fantastic, Max. Like I said,
awesome. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Definitely. If anybody wants to get any of Max's stuff, contact him through Facebook, Ammo Box Hotsauce.com. I highly recommend the tear gas of white hot sauce.
Really good and interesting.
Friggin' good. Yeah.
If I can get my hands on some white ghost, Jeff, I could make a limited run of tear gas with like maybe white ghost or something like that.
We would buy it.
I'll ask around for you. We know a few growers.
Because my plants of white ghost didn't survive in California this year. They just didn't make it. Carter was growing some for me, but they just didn't make it. So
I can see why. We've had a bad year in California this year, specifically.
Yeah, but I think for everything that's growing, I like to grow, and other than berries, nothing really did great this year. So
the other one that I really like of yours is the Pioneer. I do love the color on that.
I was interested in the white one.
I've never seen hey, Lucy, where are you at, man?
I've had to put my ear out because I'm in my living room and I've got to make sure I can hear everybody else as well.
No. Where do you live, Lucy?
UK.
UK? Cool. I have friends in Jersey. I don't know where that is, but that's where it
just
lives.
off the coast. It's a little island just off the coast. It's part of the UK.
Again. Last time I've been on that side of the pond is when I went to Afghanistan. So about 15 years ago.
Not near here.
That's awesome, guys. But let you guys do your thing, and thanks for having me again, guys. And
thanks for being
anybody has any questions at any time about anything, just let me know. And it was a blast to be on your show, guys.
Oh,
It
and
was great having
Good
you.
to see
happy
you.
birthday for the other day too.
Oh, thanks, man.
Happy birthday.
Forgot about
Happy
that.
birthday.
Birthday the other day.
Yeah, I'm a level 42 hot sauce maker now.
Level 42.
Hey, that's the answer.
You just look wiser.
Didn't seem to work for me.
You got to grow a beard, Lucy. That's why.
I had one.
Oh God, it's okay, man. Nobody's blessed with that. It's all good. All right, take care, guys.
See you
Thank you so much,
later.
Max.
So that was Max. Ammo Box. Alex and Jiff will explain.
Yeah, definitely. Ammo Box Hotsauce. Like I said, you can find him on Facebook. And I've got to say, this is really enjoyable. It's hard to tell you. I mean, it's if anyone in the UK wants to get hold of these, obviously, I'd definitely try going through Heiko. If he's going to make it easier, because Max has got his hands full. He does everything himself, and
So small producer.
small producer. And what was he telling us? Like
He'll make like 20,
300 a
30.
month,
Oh
maybe?
yeah, 300 bottles a month.
So there's not many, and like on the back blast, there's only like a limited edition of these. There's only so many of these available.
What interested me the most was I've never seen a white sauce before.
Yes,
and it's white.
it's white.
It's amazing.
It is. It really is. And
And,
this
and
one,
it tastes really good.
the Pioneer, it's hard to see, but it's so. The easiest way I can compare it to was the Purple Haze by the Podfather.
Yeah.
And that's just by the color of it. And I think Podfather did his one with beetroot, and this one is with junipers.
So they're different flavor.
Different flavor, but it's
both really good.
yeah, it's how the blend and the taste, and how I'll give him like 10 out of 10 for Hide and Reaper, because that's the main thing. Anytime as you well know, you open a Reaper thing, the first thing that hits you is that Reaper, and I got it out of none of his Reaper ones. Even the Backblast, even that one. I don't know whether I know he was saying that there was a certain blend that he uses, but the blend that he uses certainly disguises. Yeah, I don't smell Reaper in that at all.
That was actually when we were creating the over and under sauce, or the under and over. The actual hardest part was getting the Reapers in it high enough where you couldn't tell they were there. It is hard to cover up the smell and taste of a Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And he's done, and on top of it, he's not only done that, he's also covered up 6 million extract. Because this is
which is virtually impossible.
Yeah, and I mean, he's done
It's
it.
hot sauce, but it tastes good.
It tastes really good. Whatever mixture or magic that Max is working. Gaboriault, sorry. I was calling him Gabrielle. It's Gaboriault.
Gaboriault.
Oh.
And this is really good. Really, really hot. Like I said, I think last week I chugged of those, a whole bottle of the bomb. And I got to say, it was vile.
I can imagine.
Sure. It was, and that wasn't even the heat of this. They made no effort whatsoever to hide that. That's basically disgusting. Whereas this one is way hotter than that, but the taste is fantastic on it.
It's nice when it doesn't taste like licking a penny.
Yeah, I know
that's
there's
the
a couple
goal.
of, Greg's got some good reviews on this. Greg and Heiko have done some reviews on Max's stuff. I even think Jacob bought a couple of his bottles of sauce, and he's covered them, I think, or at least the Backblast. There's a few of us that have the Backblast, and then there's only so many more available of them. And excellent sauces, excellent guy, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think
that's
that's
another
us.
another episode of ours.
So we've
And
been.
it was great to see some new stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to try and get some next week. If I can get who I want next week, there's going to be about 12, 13 bottles. I've got them. I've just got to make sure that he's available. And I
Oh, that
also
sounds good.
figure out how to get with Che.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to get with Che. I'd like to cover him as soon as possible, but
I'll give him a slap and tell him he has to get out of bed.
Well, yeah. I mean, all right. What's 15 hours from now? 5 in the morning? 4 in the morning?
Yeah, no, 3 in the morning.
So it'd be like 2 in the morning his time when we start our show. If we start at 11, because I think where he's at is about 15 hours ahead of us. So that would make him like Jesus, almost 23 hours ahead of you. I know Australia, New Zealand is weird freaking time.
Exists in the
They're
future.
like, happy birthday. I'm like, it's not my birthday.
It's not my birthday till tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and this is like, man, it's insane.
It's the other side of the world.
It's the other side of the world. I have a bunch of family over there.
We'll work it out somehow.
Yeah, who I'm going to try and figure it out with, but I'm going to try and get with Che too in the next couple of days. I'd like to do it. If not, maybe we can pre-record one, and
we can make it.
Alex and I could talk to him at a time that works well for him. And
that
then
sounds like a possibility.
And we could just record it and then just play it on Firey Foods.
That sounds like a bloody good.
The only thing that I don't like about that is that he doesn't get to answer questions on the stuff. And I've been really, like, when he first released the Gods, I remember when he did it, and it was his Korean passion fruit. So I'm like, oh, I've got to try that, man. A Korean sauce that's passion fruit. And he was having problems at the time with international shipping. And I'm like, all right, so when you get your shipping sorted out, let me know. And then he got his shipping sorted out, and he's like, oh, yeah, we're all sold out of passion fruit, is what he announced. And I'm like, ah. And then I didn't even think about it until you contacted me, and he contacted me. And, man, those came super quick. So he's got his everything's all figured out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to cover those.
Well, that's us.
And that's me.
This has been Guano Firey Foods.
Drift the Fire.
Hot Mama Alex.
And that was me.
Big
Dafty. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
That was Alex and Jiff, as he just said. Sunday, well, the Guano's Firey Foods and Sunday reviews. I was very interested in that white sauce. Never seen one before. No idea how you put ingredients into something and keep it pure white, but he managed it. Might have to look into that one. For now, I'm out of here. Mute Chilli-heads, Lucifer's son, and I'm gone.